Hello everyone, I am Undead Horde and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we're on day, 29, baby. We are progressing along quite nicely. We have received our, what I believe is supposed to be our 2-star perfect soul. If I have an understanding of what perfect souls are and imperfect souls are. So my assumption is that these ones here are imperfect because you're only getting you're only getting the 3. So you're not getting the 1, 2, and 3 stars is my understanding. So that's cool. We got our 2-star perfect soul going on for Xenomorph, and we are going to collect our void shard here today on day 29. Very close to getting High Katoon. Can't use her yet, but we are very close to getting her, and that's what's important. Other than that, I mean, we just got our basic login stuff to do, you know? Just kind of cruising. We are very close, and very important thing to mention, we are super close to hitting level 42, which then actually does unlock the Altar of Souls for us, which is going to be a nice little progression point to hit. Not that I have anything I feel like I can actually summon or do with that, but it'd be nice to have it unlocked and just have that as an option for the future. I apparently have not logged into this account in a little bit. I should be trying to check it as much as I can throughout the day. I just don't, because I've got other accounts that I'm working on. So it does get a little bit harder for me to always stop by and hit up these accounts. And that's on me, but it happens. So it's like the Guardian Ring isn't as effective as it could be because I'm not hitting it, whatever, X amount of hours throughout the day, or this, that, the other thing, whatever you could say about it. And so that's, tis is what it is. I guess we're not going to be going straight into campaign stuff today. We're going to be doing all the Bastion related things. So just beat 3 clan bosses again, which is nice. Very nice for us. Don't even know. We have some artifacts. I've got to figure out which ones are actually worth. I got to do clean house again, but we got to figure out which ones are actually worth putting some little bit of stuff into. Speed boots. We have 4-star speed boots. Not bad. 5-star speed boots. Okay. With defense percentage on it, which is not bad. I'd like to see a... Oh, we got a double roll into flat stat attack. It's so bad. It's not great. These are rare boots. Double roll into flat stat attack. Would have loved to see a double roll into defense percentage. But I can't argue with 26 speed. Like, that's kind of the weird point that I'm at right now, is I just need speed boots. And I don't know if I can really have too much to complain about the substats right now, just because we need the boots. Like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts on the subject. They're necessary for the account. And yes, I will eventually get better boots, and that is the hope of what is to come. We're just not there right now. And so I have to kind of deal with the hand that I have been dealt, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on what side of the coin you're on, I guess. So here we are. We're going to hit up our thing here. We can do... we still have to do 4 battles, unfortunately. But we are getting... Oh, we got to check out our food situation here. Don't need you in here for food, but we can pop you in. These guys might end up getting max before we end it. I don't care that much. I just want this to go and we move along. It's things have been good. We've officially started working on getting the other videos up, or the other channels kind of up and going. So I've spent today, being my day off, kind of logging into those other accounts, seeing where they're at, completing the daily logins on them, and just kind of getting a feel for the accounts a little bit better before I go into this next week. Well, starting today today's Sunday, but today being Monday when this video is posted is my first official daily upload. Intentional daily upload. I've done several daily uploads, but this one is like the most intentional. Like, this is a part of scheduled planning. These are going to come out at specific times, type of a deal, and it's going to be a good time. So any of you guys who are watching this video, make sure you stay in tuned throughout the day to watch the Poison Man video when that comes out. Now, that is just an update video, so it's not like the most important one to watch, but I think you guys should still check it out just to see where the account currently is at, and kind of get you guys an idea of where I want to go with the account moving forward. There's something else I want to touch on, and I don't know how to fully say or do this. It's a little bit awkward for me. I'm not going to lie to you, but I do feel like I need to somewhat address it. I've been getting comments, and I love getting comments. I really do appreciate it, and some are extremely helpful. And the ones that I'm talking about are helpful, but it's helpful with lacking information. And I will say part of it is on me. But I think part of it needs to be responsible to the people who are actually making the comments. So there's somebody who was commenting about a lot, or a fair amount, about Frozen Banshee in relation to Demon Lord. And, there was one video I had with her in it, and it's like, well, you've got to deactivate the A2 skill. It's like, oh, okay, because it's, it's not the most important skill and stuff like that. And part of it too, I will say, is a knowledge kind of thing on my part. Like, I will say, like, there's a lot of this is on me, but if you're going to I did not want to do that. If you're going to give out information, okay, I only have to run 3 battles. That's right. If you're going to give out information about, like, how to help, you gotta be more specific about how things are supposed to go, if that makes sense. So, like, with my example beforehand, right? Frozen Banshee, right on one account, you have to deactivate the A2 skill. That makes sense. But it only makes sense, and I didn't realize this until a little while later on, is if you have Ascension 3 for the A1 skill. That was not mentioned in the first initial comment. So then I had another video that I had made, and I screwed up on the test. I was going to do a test in which I did with the A1 skill activated and with the A1 skill, or with the A2 skill active and then deactive, and seeing how much the damage actually changes that she produces. And I screwed it up because of lack of understanding of the presets and not checking the box and whatever else. And that's fine. So then there was comments made on that one about, oh, you kind of screwed up on that. It's like, okay, cool. That's fine. I get it. But there's also the comment about the Ascension. It's like, okay, whatever. So then the next video came along, and I had posted it. This was yesterday's video that I had posted, and I did everything. I did the test before the A2 deactivation. I did the test after the A2 activation. She did like 11,000 damage different. Come to find out, it doesn't matter if she had 11,000 difference. Necessarily doesn't matter, just because I did it wrong again, not specified by the commenter initially, but like I said earlier, it only works if you actually have the Ascension for the A1 skill set up. Again, hindsight 2020, basic reading would have proposed that information to me that I was missing. But if I'm going down based off of the comments, and the comment says, hey, you're gonna have better luck doing more damage if you deactivate the A2 skill, and that's the bulk of what that is saying, and nothing else about the A1 skill and stuff like that. Well, then my mind is gonna be like, oh hey, comment said this, they're definitely clearly better than me at the game. I'm going to do this. Again, part of it is my responsibility to check information and things like that. But part of it too is like, I've gotten a lot of comments from this person that are very helpful comments about things that I either didn't know or overlooked or already was doing but hadn't really talked about in the video yet, so people didn't know I was already doing it. Very all around useful information, useful points. And so then I kind of get, so it's so I'm taking a lot of what they're saying at face value, because why would they, I don't think they intentionally meant to steer me wrong or do anything wrong. I'm not saying that by any means. But what I'm saying is like, well, I'm like, the mistake that I made was going based off of the information that they gave me. And then I feel like there is some type of, I don't want to say frustration, but almost felt like frustration in the last comment that they had made about it, being like, well, it doesn't work if the A1 isn't there. It's like, well, you can't get frustrated with me because I didn't, like, this was an oversight of mine based off of the comment that you had made. So if you're going to be, and I love the comments, I want people to help. I do. I need it, clearly. But if you're going to help and there's like a multiple steps to it, then you got to show the big picture, all of it. Or else it's not all that helpful, because then I'm just doing the steps wrong. So I hope that's not taken too badly. Like, I would feel really, really bad if this is taken like way too out of context or things like that, because it's not meant to by any means. I don't want to sound ungrateful. I'm very grateful. It's kind of a frustration for me, where it's like I'm really trying to do the things that the comments are doing. So it's like, hey, I'm listening to the comments. I'm doing these things that you guys are helping me out with, and that just feels like I'm getting pseudo sent in the wrong direction, and and whatever else. So, and it makes me look stupid, and I don't like looking stupid. And I mean, I'm already naturally going to look stupid too with just doing this entire series and things like that anyways, and just being awkward on YouTube. I'm already going to have plenty of me looking stupid that, 100% guidance would be a lot better. Anywho, let's move on from that. Not much left to do. Demon Lord and a couple of summons. So we're going to hop right in. We still have the team pre-set up. I'm just going to leave it this way. For now, not too much I don't think it's going to matter overly much, the difference. So I'm just going to let it go. I'm still going to hit the same point that I want to hit, and that's what truly matters. I could be doing this too, easy, and then one key into easy, and then doing one key into normal, just for the quick battles, and I'm just not. So I gotta start doing that more, but since I can't quick battle normal, I don't want to do it, because I don't want to have the extra time in the video of me doing it and talking about it and stuff like that. It just eats up time, and time is a very precious thing on this account. So I do have I have to do the 3 summons. We do have this Void Shard. I'm very tempted to crack the Void Shard now. I know hypothetically I shouldn't do it. I need to wait until the personal CBC And I fully understand that, but at the same time, that's still a little ways away. And I'm willing to spend money on this account. So, even if I match the amount of shards that I'm doing on, like, even if, like, my highest shard account is, like, the Poison Man account, and I summon 7 shards on the account, even if I buy shards to at least match or go just above that, and then I'm still putting in the same effort as my other accounts are. So, I don't know. I really want to do it. None of these guys I can actually are useful to me right now. No, I'm not going to select a champion. It doesn't matter if I do or don't anyways. I'm not going to select a champion, though. We'll pull the mystery shards. We'll see. If we get a... No, I don't want to set anything up. I'm like, if we get a rare, then I'll do it. No. It's more like if I don't get a rare, I'll do it. We're going to try it. What's the harm in it? Oh, nope. Didn't work out for me. That's fine. I'm going to have these moments. Like I said, I'm not like I'm going to drop I'm not saying I want to drop a ton of money all the time into this and stuff like that. And I don't want this to feel like it's a big old shark account, because it's not. And I don't have the means of that being the case. All I'm saying is I'm going to be at like kind of like our whale account. I'm sorry, not shark account, but whale account. But I do have enough means available to me in which I can, why am I here? In which I can afford to spend a little bit. And especially for YouTube, there is a certain level of importance to spending in some regards. Not necessarily, I don't want to say importance. There is a certain level of mental acceptance, because it's going to help out with things like views. It's going to help out with just generically across the line. There's going to be some things that it's going to help out with. Maybe account progression and stuff like that too. So there's enough balance in it for the reward that's going to eventually come out of it. And so that is why I'm willing to spend at least a little bit. And like I said, I think, and I don't know for 100% fact, I think I'm around $50 that I've spent into the account. 50 gems, not bad. I'll take it. So it's not a ton. It's still more than other people. That's also why I have the free-to-play account too. So then, the free-to-play account as well is just another point of like the normal YouTuber thing where you're not spending a ton of money. And I'm not going to, like, don't get me wrong. Like, this is going to be an expense. It's going to be an account that I do expenses on. It's not in a way going to be an account in which I'm dropping thousands of dollars into it a month. It's just not going to be that. For now, like, that could change eventually down the road if I get much bigger, or if that's something that people like want to see. And if that's something that people want to see, if people want to see me spend a lot of money on the account, do a bunch of these summons and stuff, I think that's great. But it's not going to come out of my pocket. Like, eventually I'll have something set up in which, maybe I'll get to 500 subs and people do super chats for things like that, and they can help fund the account for those things. But there's only so much I can do out of my own pocket towards that. So anyways, I have rambled on so much, and it's time for me to go. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in another video soon. Oh, also, if you're not a part of the Discord server, link in the description. Please join. It'll be a hell of a good time. Peace.